So DHL is the biggest logistics provider on Earth, in the globe. And we have a very extended footprint and a network for life science and healthcare. And we leverage all of this network, not only for the temperature controlled cargoes or products, but also for ambient and other areas of the business. But we leverage all the infrastructure to really supply clinical trials and the clinical supplies world. And then we fit in both, right? Temperature control, that's pretty much the standard for this market, and the quality level and the exceptional services that we can really provide in that arena. It's been great, really, like so many thought leaders over here, and we see a very diverse group of different service providers, sponsors. It's been such a brilliant event.
Yeah, we're here really to connect with our current customers, but also connect with the wider industry to really understand, how we can shape our solutions for the future. Yeah, so DHL, we spoke about sustainability in clinical logistics and clinical supply chain, and really what we've been focusing on, case studies around reusable packaging, but also network and route optimization within the logistics space to make a real difference to the carbon footprint that we see within the logistics area and beyond.
And I think one of the important points also that we discussed during the presentation was about the key KPIs that we have in the market and how much carbon footprint we are really responsible for in the clinical supplies world. So I think the actions are just starting, and logistics is a key part of everything that is coming.
Yeah, I think it's been super valuable, and making sure, as Fernanda mentioned, that we represented in the clinical space and that we are known in the clinical space for the expertise that we bring through our clinical supply chain service center. So really getting the voice out there around supply chain orchestration and really how we're driving things forward. But also whilst we're working on the other side, where the operational side with the temperature controlled packaging and making sure that we're bringing both of those messages and making sure that DHL is known for those capabilities as well.
It's been super important. I think the event really aggregates too many very diverse group of people in bringing sponsors and suppliers and vendors together. It's been a great experience to exchange and really share experiences and bring value to our solutions and to their solutions. I think is a unique, really, opportunity to come together and meet with so bright people.
Absolutely. I think so far we've had a great interaction at the booth. We've really had an ability to connect with customers and people that we've known for a long time, but also people that we've never met before. And as Fernanda mentioned, looking to our vendors, fellow vendors, and really building up the relationships there as well. And also learning from the market what's going on. What are the themes of the presentations that we're hearing about, and really what's driving the market today. This is super important and been really valuable for us.
Wow, so many, but one of the most important ones, I think, is the topic that we discussed earlier today about sustainability. So it's the time is now, and we really need to look after and be more intelligent in terms of how we optimize our supply chain and really to bring the carbon footprint down, but also technology and how we can use and leverage all the technologies that are available really to drive efficiencies towards the supply chain. I think it's an industry that is highly customized and is very complex, but we always can simplify and bring efficiencies to the entire supply chain of clinical logistics.
Yeah, and I mean, similarly, I would say the sustainability and data for sure, and how do we use data to our advantage within the clinical supply chain generally, and how do we work with sponsors and with customers to really harness the data we're collecting throughout the whole supply chain and use that to help us make better decisions, especially with things like artificial intelligence and blockchain and really these big technological advancements we're seeing. How do we harness those? How do we put those to the forefront and really use those to make a difference? As we know, we have the clinical logistics product that we're here representing today that focuses a lot on clinical supply chain, but we also have much broader expertise around specialty pharma. So really looking at the specific elements of additional services that we need, with the rise of cell and gene therapy, for example, radioactive pharmaceuticals. So really looking at the end-to-end of specialty pharma, and really creating our network, our transportation, our orchestration and teams that sit above that in our control towers, having those experts to really deliver in that area and bring the expertise and make sure that DHL is known for that, because DHL is known for transporting everyone's goods around the world, but do people know necessarily that we do all of the specialty work that we do? So it's important for us to come to places like this to really get the message out there and really talk with the experts to really be known.
And adding to Aiden's comments, we are the biggest logistic provider of the globe. So we have a very extensive footprint for life science and healthcare solutions. And what we do that makes us really unique is about leveraging all of this knowledge that we have across the globe. So in clinical, we operate right now in 32 different countries, and really integrating all of our supply chain footprint with our transportation networks and really driving efficiencies towards these global orchestrations of clinical logistics. So that's all in all the biggest value that we really bring: simplicity, orchestration, connectivity across the globe.